Hi you all, welcome to my channel. This is Soumya Singh and we are learning Go or Golang. What is it though? It's a statically typed language developed in Google and made open source in 2012. Right now, it's very popular. So let's get into it. This right here is Go Playground. You can go to it using go.dev/base/ and we can simply start writing our code here. So Go code is written in packages. Every code will start with a package name. Main is where the program starts running. We can import other packages and write import and then whatever the name is, import fmt or import say math. This way we can use the functions or variable declared there in this package. Another way of writing is within parentheses, we can write the name of multiple packages that we want to import. So let's write fmt and math. This way also our program will run perfectly. Now we know that every package will start running from func main. Simply func main parentheses. What do we write here? We can use any function from fmt, which is basically the input output operations we can take from there. So print ln hello world, parenthesis close, no need of any semicolon, nothing, good old hello world. Yeah, and this is working perfectly fine. Let's try using a function from math. We can just put a comma here and write say math dot pi. This way we should be able to get the value of pi, right? But this is giving an undefined. Why is that? Because all the variables that are exported from packages must have a capital letter in the beginning. So a capital P, and yes, we got the value of pi. Now let's write a function, guys, an add function like we would do in C++. Int the type, add the name, and then int x, int y, the variables, input variables. Then within the parentheses, we can just return whatever we want to return. This should run, right, guys? No. In Golang, first we use the keyword func, and the type goes to the end. Name, then the type. Again, in X also name, then the type. Instead of int y, we would write y int. This is how any variable, any function is defined. So we can just print, let's do 13 and 7. Hello world 20. 13 plus 7 is 20, guys. Well, the more you know. Let's talk about variables. So var is the keyword that is used. So var int, var j, bool. Instead of doing int I, bool j, we would do int and j bool. Let's run. 0 and false. This is called zero values when we don't initialize any value. For int it's 0, for bool it's false. Had it been a string, it would have been an empty string. We can also have global variables outside of func main. It would still print well. Let's initialize it. Simply equal to 19 works. What other thing we can do is while initializing, I can remove the type and it would still infer what the type is while initialization. Similarly, we can do var j is equal to true. Instead of the 0 value false, it will now give 19 and true. Another thing interesting about Golang is this. This is called shorthand. This way I don't need to write var, I don't need to give a type, and it gives well, world 19 true. Similarly, I can remove var here and write :j. But this will not work. We can only use shorthand initialization within a function. So let's remove this. Another great thing about Go is I can return two values in a function. Let's just write int comma int, and then let's see. Instead of I, let's just do I comma j, then the type int as it comes after is equal to, wait, we forgot the var keyword, very important, and return x minus y. So I'm returning x plus y as well as x minus y while adding. Let's just write add, say, 72 comma 43. Let's run it. 115 and 29, exactly what we wanted. What else do we talk about? Let's talk about loops. Let's talk about for loop. So I can start with I as 0, I less than 5, semicolon I plus plus, just like other languages, but here I don't need parentheses around the 3. And I'll just copy this, add it here so that I can print that 5 times. Let's remove J. Well, there you go. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can also take out I equal to 0, the initialization, the I plus plus incrementation also I can remove from for and add it within it. Let's add it after this. So the pre and post of the 3 conditions I have removed, and this will still work perfectly fine. So in a way, if you look at this, it is like a while loop, right? So in Golang, for can work as the while loop. There is no while loop in Golang. If I remove all this and have just for, what will happen? Let's try running. As you would guess, this is gonna go in infinite loop, timeout in the running program. There. So you don't really want to do that mostly. Let's talk about if. So simply if 7 less than I, just like we write in other languages, I can just print something here. Let's just copy this only, like I have been doing. Let's have I equal to, say, 19, when it will not be less than 7. Let's run. Hello world 19. So there you go. If I do 1, it won't print, but the parentheses around 7 less than I are gone. If I remove the curly brackets, will it work? No. So around condition, no brackets needed, but around the block, definitely needed. Let's do another thing. Let's write j and assign it a value, say 7, and then let's do j less than I. So 2 statement within I. Let's see. The program did get executed. Let's do 18. So 7 is less than 18 and this worked. So you can add a shorthand within if. We can add another j, and but if I try to access j outside the if block, what will happen? Not work. So if I define something in if, a shorthand assignment, it will be there. What about else? Let's do 1. It went into else just like we wanted. Let's talk about switch. So switch I, just like in other languages, curly brackets, case. So case 1, if I is 1, what do I want? Let's print our good old statement that we have been using since the starting. Remove all this. Let's run. Undefined j. Gotta make it I, run. So hello world 1. Let's also write another case. Let's write case 2 or default case. So the only difference in switch case in Go is that we don't need any break. So once we enter a case, that will be the only case that would be used. So we got no, we went into default like we wanted. I'm just printing these two here. Let's do bye. Let's do hello and then bye. So it will get printed just how we coded it. But say we don't want hello to be printed until bye is printed. We use the defer statement. Interesting, isn't it? So we learned a lot in Golang, didn't we? We learned about packages, variables, functions. We learned about flow control statements for, if, else, switch, and defer. Next time we will learn about more types, structs, slices, and maps. All those things in Golang. We can learn about methods, interfaces, and generics. One of the best things we are going to learn is concurrency, one of the strongest features of Golang. So stay tuned for the videos, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.